Hey, this is Jeff Layton, your Washington, D.C. real estate expert, and in this week's video, we're going to be talking about the 16th Street Heights neighborhood, which, if you're not from the D.C. area, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. However, this conveniently located neighborhood offers some impressive houses on large lots, and you're not too far away from downtown D.C. either. If you're looking to live just outside the big city in a scenic, affordable, suburban neighborhood, then 16th Street Heights might be exactly what you're looking for. So, stay tuned. As far as the location goes with 16th Street Heights, this is another DC neighborhood whose boundaries are always up for debate. However, according to the Washington Post, this neighborhood is bounded by 16th Street to the west, Georgia Ave to the east, with Missouri Ave to the north and Arkansas Ave to the south. The communities around 16th Street Heights include Brightwood, Petworth, Columbia Heights, and you're also not too far from downtown DC. The history of the 16th Street Heights neighborhood, for the purposes of this video, began in the mid-19th century when it was a very rural farmland type of area that was actually owned by John Saul, who was a prominent landscape architect of the time. This part of town remained a very quiet, rural neighborhood up until the 1920s and 1930s when the streetcar line was laid out. Soon thereafter, more development began happening in this community. However, because of certain zoning regulations of the time, the houses built here were much larger, they were set back from the street quite a bit, and the plots of land used to build these houses was much larger as well. So in this neighborhood, you have a great feeling of openness. Over the last decade or so, the development of its neighbor, Columbia Heights, as well as the affordability of 16th Street Heights, has led to an increase in popularity in this once secretive neighborhood. Many of these larger historic homes here have undergone recent renovations, some by investors, while many others by homeowners just looking for a great deal. Like I briefly mentioned, 16th Street Heights is not as well known as some of its neighbors like Petworth or Columbia Heights. However, this is one of the most scenic parts of DC and has easy access to downtown DC, other popular neighborhoods of DC, as well as Silver Spring, Maryland. So one of the pros as well as one of the cons to this neighborhood is the walkability. Now, this is a great place to walk if you just want to get some exercise, if you just want to walk the dog, if you want to just admire the beautiful street and amazing architecture here, this is a great place to walk. However, if you're looking to walk to amenities like dining, shopping, or anything like that, you're a little bit away, so you're definitely going to have to take some mode of transportation. Many people, though, have been drawn to this neighborhood specifically for that reason. The fact that it's not as crowded as some of these other DC neighborhoods, and you know, they want a little bit more green space. If you're into recreation and getting outdoors, this neighborhood is great because, like I mentioned, there's more space. And actually, Rock Creek Park is literally in your backyard, and there's also several rec centers throughout the neighborhood. In terms of events and cultural festivities going on throughout the neighborhood, most people are just going to head over to your neighbor, Columbia Heights. However, there actually is a theater here located on 16th Street, the Carter Barron Amphitheater, which has music and live events throughout the year. Since there's no commercial corridor in the 16th Street Heights neighborhood, for groceries, you're going to have to make about a 5-minute drive up to Brightwood or Petworth, where there's actually a Walmart, Safeway, and numerous other little stores. Overall, though, this neighborhood is growing in popularity and is a great, almost getaway type of neighborhood where you can be located right next to the city and still feel like you're 1,000 miles away. In regards to transportation here, 16th Street Heights is a more suburban neighborhood and it does not have its own metro stop. However, you are a short drive or bike ride away from the Columbia Heights station as well as the Petworth station. Also, since 16th Street is more of a major road in DC, you have plentiful bus options along 16th Street. If you prefer to drive, driving here is much easier and much easier to park than some of these other neighborhoods in downtown DC. Many residents here rely on the buses or even zip cars, although having a car in this neighborhood can definitely be helpful. Okay, let's talk about the real estate now. Like I mentioned briefly, this neighborhood is known for large historic homes with tons of green space set back very far from the street. If you've never seen this neighborhood, you literally will almost be shocked at how far back the houses are and how much space you actually have. The zoning requirements of the time when 16th Street Heights was being built up called for almost all single-family detached houses. However, over the years there have been some row houses as well as condo conversions throughout the neighborhood. This gives 16th Street Heights more of an open feel than almost any DC neighborhood I can think of. And the housing stock here includes all types of massive single-family houses, including Tudors, Colonials, Victorians, arts and crafts, and many others. Another thing that draws people here is the affordability. You're going to get much more house for your money than if you were to buy in Petworth or Columbia Heights. Okay, so to wrap this video up, the 16th Street Heights neighborhood has long been a secret, mostly because it does not have its own metro stop and it does not have its own commercial area either. However, if you're looking for a scenic suburban neighborhood with large historic homes that come with tons of green space while being located not too far from downtown DC, then this could be the perfect neighborhood for you. This is a charming, but more importantly, affordable part of town that has been growing steadily in popularity over the last decade as more and more people are discovering 16th Street Heights. Hey, so thank you so much for watching this video on 16th Street Heights, and I hope you learned a lot, got a lot of great information. And if you want to check out some more DC neighborhood videos, there is a link to my channel below, which you should go check out, subscribe to, so you can stay up to date on all the videos we put out. Also, if you have any questions or would like to set up a showing in the 16th Street Heights neighborhood, all you have to do is contact me. My contact information is below, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks a lot. Bye.